looking forward to. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 26th through the 28th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100, or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store, is ready for the fall season. Stop by today to see the newest arrivals in casual and sportswear from Johnny O, Seven Diamonds, Mavi, Task, Luciano Visconti, Scott Barber, and many more. M Suits Clothiers, 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100, or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Step into the world of gymnastics with Nebraska women's gymnast and Canadian world team member, Emma Spence.
She got a bronze in the all-arounder, bronze on beam. And who knows if she'll get another medal. But that was a very confident performance.
This is Beyond the Routine with Spence.
Hitting all her handstands, connecting all her release moves, and landing that dismount. That's Emma Spence for you.
Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program. Here is your host, Emma Spence.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beyond the Routine. I'm your host, Emma Spence. And yeah, tonight I'm going to do the show solo. I might have a guest join in at one point, so stay tuned. I'll keep you posted on that. But, oh man, yeah, things have been so busy, guys. I have been running all over the place today. And honestly, I haven't prepared too much, so let's see where this takes me. But yeah, it's been a minute since I've done a solo show, which I guess the biggest difference is that when I do a solo show, I really kind of need to prepare a little bit more. Because when I have someone doing it with me, I'm able to kind of just go back and forth, like based on the conversation. But when it's just me talking for about an hour straight, got to get some talking points going. But I do have Harrison here with me, my amazing producer. So we'll probably be going back and forth a little bit as well.
Absolutely. You guys can always join in as well. 402-464-5685. That is the Starter Heyman text line.
That's true. Yeah, I've never actually used that feature, I don't think. I think maybe once my sister might have texted in.
Yeah, your family was chiming in.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think it was your, how many sisters do you got?
I have 2 younger sisters.
I think it was the youngest
right?
one.
Yeah. Yeah, she did want to do that.
Did they ever give you a hard time about these episodes or shows? Do they watch, and are they, because knowing my siblings, like I'll get random texts, and
yes,
if I say one thing wrong, you know, it'll be a horrible show, and it's all sarcasm, but they give me a hard time about it.
Yeah, for sure. My parents usually watch all of them. It's funny because, well, now both my sisters moved out of the house, but last year when all of them were in the house, they would sit down around the TV and they would put it on the TV like the full like video and everything, and they would all sit down and watch like the hour show like it was a TV show. So I'd get like a selfie of them with like the TV in the back, but it's like me talking like this. And usually my mom and dad send me a text after the shows. It's just really sweet.
What
But
would they say if you were going to do a radio show? Is that something they would expect? Like, oh yeah, that's Emma, very social, or is it kind of a something new that they maybe wouldn't have guessed?
So yeah, I started this about last summer, and I think I was actually home when I was talking about wanting to do it. So I was telling my mom, like, yeah, I think this would be really fun because, I did it with Kinsey Davis,
That's right.
a former gymnast on my team as well. And I was kind of her co host for a little bit. And that was kind of unplanned. Like, we were roommates. So then I would go like every once in a while. And she's like, you know what? Do you just want to keep doing all of them with me? So yeah, for sure. So I had that background, I guess. And then I've done other podcasts with other people, just like not through the radio show, but just like being an athlete, which I really enjoyed. So then I was like, my mentality was like, for my last year, my senior year, I think it would be really cool to be able to do that. And then they were pretty supportive of it. I don't think they were too surprised because I do enjoy speaking events and like engagements. Because even back in Canada, before I even came to the university, I used to do speaking events a lot. Like I
Like
would
through your school or just outside of school?
No, I did some for the Canadian Olympic Committee, actually.
Really?
Yeah, they would hire me and I would go to where they partnered with me. And I went to different elementary schools and I would talk about, different topics that they presented to me or wanted me to talk about, like the importance of friendship in sport or the Olympic values, just stuff like that. And then I had another organization that would get me to do presentations for them also in elementary schools. And then I started doing that on my own for gymnastics clubs. I would put together my own presentations about, I don't know, it really just depended on the topic. I would do like the importance of friendships in sport. I would do some for parents about like how to best support your child in sport.
Did you make money off of it? Was it just purely for the love of it? Because I know,
Honestly, a lot of it was, yeah, more volunteer. I just
Okay.
enjoyed doing it. I did do, once I started doing it on my own, and like I came up with the presentations and the topics, then I could charge for it. But it was a lot of organizations that I was kind of partnered in or like believed in, I guess, their mission and what they were doing. And they asked if I would do it. And I was like, yeah, 100% I would do it because I was representing them while I was doing it as well. So like I would
Right.
wear their shirt and I was like one of their, I guess, ambassadors
Yeah.
of like their values and their mission that I believed in. And I thought it was really cool. I enjoyed it. And I think that's kind of what started it. And like I was doing presentation stuff when I was like 15 years old, like going into like an elementary school or like a middle school. That was stressful, but
I was gonna ask, what was the biggest room or most intimidating room you had to walk in and speak at?
I think it was probably my elementary school. It was it was kindergarten to grade 6,
Okay.
and I had to do it in French. So,
How long of a speech we talking?
it was probably, I think I had like an hour total.
Oh, okay.
So I talked for probably like 30, 45 minutes and then I had like Q&A. Um, but yeah, the French was different because I mean, my first language is French. I went to that elementary school. I went through all of it in French. But then having to like give a presentation about my life and gymnastics, like for me, French was more like school, like all the subjects. Like I knew how to do all that in French, but I never really talked about my personal life in French.
Is it that much different?
Not really. I just never really used those words often, if that makes sense.
I'm not bilingual at all. I
Yeah.
only speak English. So
Yeah.
I'm always a little it's cool that people can speak both languages, but I don't know what that crossover at all looks like.
Yeah. Well, because I would do school and like, okay, I don't know how to best explain this, but when you're doing school, you're like in that like mindset almost of like school and it's like science and math and like you have all the specific terminology in that language and it's like kind of low key its own language. I don't know if that
Okay.
makes
No,
sense.
yeah, I get what you're saying
Um,
now.
so I had all that in French. So it was like kind of like its own thing.
Yeah, because when you go to school, it's all English, but you're learning a new language.
Yes.
Like for mathematics, if you're gonna learn
Yes.
math, it's all English, but it's new. It's a new language
Yes,
almost.
exactly. And all of that was in French for me. So, I mean, I knew the language and I know how to have conversations that aren't just that, but that's what I did mostly when I was at school. It was all like the school subjects. So, like all the sciences, like the chemistry, biology, like all of that was all French. And then that was interesting when I came here and I had to start taking math and science and English. That was a big adjustment. And that was more of an adjustment than I thought because I was like, I'm fluent in English. Like I've been speaking English since I was like 5. So I don't know. That was different. It took me like a little bit. I was like, wow, like I'm really struggling in like remembering how the science stuff, because like I had the background in high school, but like something about switching the language when I got here was different for me.
It's always tough. That's the part where the foreign exchange students,
Mm-hmm.
it's really tough. Peter Colbelt, he has a show now, the men's tennis head coach, and you can imagine they'll
Oh yeah.
pull a lot of their athletes overseas because tennis, good or bad for whatever reason, just not as popular here in the U.S. But he'll grab some of those kids, and he always talks about, sometimes it takes a little bit for them just to get used to not only being in the US, being in Nebraska, a place they probably, if you're living over there in Germany, you're probably not thinking Lincoln, Nebraska when you're
Mm-hmm.
thinking US. So a lot of culture shocks, and then just the school part of like what it means to be a college athlete, because I'm sure it's different over for you in Canada. And then for these guys, it varies pretty widely on what they're used to doing. And then on top of that, school, just the language barriers that they have to go through. Even if they speak English, when you're teaching that stuff, there's going to be it's another language on top of English, essentially.
Yeah, and I had teammates from Italy, and they would like kind of learn it in English, and then they would translate it to Italian so that they could better understand it.
Do you have like a lot of tutors on hand to help just the language barriers for some of these subjects?
Ooh, I don't know if we have tutors for the language part necessarily, but like we had tutors, and I used them at first just because I needed refreshers on what it meant. Like I'm trying to think of examples, but I can't think of any like specific words that were like math or science related. Like for example, like even just like the cell and like the parts of the cell. Like I knew it, but I didn't know the words in English. And it was like finding the words for like exams and stuff that I was like, I know what it is, but like I can't write it in French.
So like what would the nucleus of a cell be in French?
I don't really remember. I think,
Okay.
yeah, I
But
don't
it's
know.
just
I'd have
different.
yeah, like it was just a little bit different, and it wasn't even like a huge difference. Um, like I feel like other languages would have definitely been more challenging, or if you came from a country that didn't speak English at all. Like I mean, I grew up speaking English also, and like I don't know. My parents said I started really learning it when I was like 5. Like
Where do you learn it from? Is it just like because you grew up in a bilingual area, correct?
kinda. It was mostly English, but my mom's side of the family is French. And so yeah, my mom would speak French, and my mom works in a French school. So like her job is fully in French. And my sister worked in a French school fully in French. So like you can work in fully French in Ontario, but it's not as common. But so my parents thought it would be better or just easier, I guess, to teach me French first because I was living in a city that was English. So like it would be a lot easier to just pick up the English as I was going. But they told me that they used to send me to daycare, and it was an English daycare, and they used to have a translation sheet that they put together, and they would hand that to the people working with me. Like, if she says this, it means this. Cause I don't know. I guess I didn't know English. I don't remember it, but that's what they told me.
Okay, so they had a little cheat sheet while you're over there at daycare.
Yes.
Because they're going to throw out some French words from
I
time to
guess
time
so.
at the English daycare.
I guess so, yeah. And then I don't remember learning English either. Like I don't remember learning all of it, but I think just because my dad's English, like he knew the basic French stuff when I was little, like
You
I
just
wasn't
absorbed
talking
it
very
growing
much.
up. Yeah.
But then just being around like, the grocery store shopping, like everywhere else was English. So being around that as well, like I was able to pick it up, I guess.
It makes sense. I mean, it's a gift that just being at a youth age, being around multiple languages, it's a huge benefit. Is that like a nice one to slap on the resume?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think about it often either because it was so like common and just something that was normal for me and my family. But then, yeah, when I talk to people, even in Canada, not everyone does that. Um, like I went to a school in my high school. Um, it was central, but there were like 7 different cities, five to 7 different cities that would go there because it was the only fully French high school in that area. So, and there were still only like 700 people there from like grade 8 to 12. Yeah, grade 7 to 12. So there weren't that many people that did it, and there weren't many of it, but like there were some.
But you're in a pretty small group then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So can you speak pretty fluently in French now, or is most of it just kind of there but not polished?
Yes. Like I
Okay.
feel like I have an English accent now. Like
Do you?
before, because The last time I went to school fully in French was like grade 11 before COVID. I think that would have been the
What
beginning of
grade were
grade
you
11.
Kinsey Davis show when you first did it with her? Were you freshman? Sophomore?
Sophomore?
I wonder if I go back and
Yeah.
listen if you can hear it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and people say like now that like when I go home that I sound American.
That's what I'm wondering.
I'm like, no way. Like people do tell me that. They're like, wow, you said that so American. Like a big one is like pasta and pasta.
Mhm.
So like my parents and my friends always call me out on just like
It's
I say
pasta, and they probably say
we say pasta. But
Pasta?
I always
Okay.
say pasta now because I've been corrected so many times.
well, pasta sounds like a Italian guy saying pasta.
That's true. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other words like bagel and like bagel. Like I still like I still don't fully know how to say it. But it's like I got called out so many times for saying it the Canadian way that I just started saying it the American way so that, it saved time of like, you just said it like this. And I'm like, I know.
So, like, as a foreigner, is it like one of those things where you're trying to avoid the American accent, or do you just not care when you go back home that you sound a little bit more Americanized now?
I mean, sometimes it's not sad, but I'm like, no, like that
Yeah.
means like I'm kind of like losing that part of myself, you
Mhm.
know? But it's not, I mean, I'm okay with it. Okay, I kind of code switch a little bit. Like when I'm talking to people from Canada, I say it more in that way or like say things in a different way like that they would just understand. And then when I'm speaking to Americans, I kind of say it like that. It's like more specific towards them. Like the bag and the bag, for example, like I definitely say it differently when I'm talking to Canadians versus Americans.
It's just bizarre.
Yeah.
I'm always just fascinated by that. Like, because especially just like in the US, you'll run into those different accents.
Yeah.
And then coming all the way from Canada. So when you go back home, though, they do notice it and give you a hard time.
Yeah. No, I think this summer was probably the most, which makes sense because it would have been like my 4th year here
Mm-hmm.
that people were really like making comments about it. I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. So yeah.
There you go. What was the first year like? Was it the reverse? Like people here were making fun of you?
Oh, yeah.
When I say making fun of, just teasing, lighthearted.
Yes, all the time. All the time. It was crazy. Like that's why I ended up just starting to say it that way because then I wasn't being called out, because then when I get called out on it, then it was like, okay, that's taken like I know I'm saying it that way. So it would like take extra time. So then if I just said it their way, then it was normal and it was a smooth conversation.
This might be a stupid question. You guys use the metric system in Canada, right?
Yes.
Okay. Was that weird?
I still don't know Fahrenheit or
Okay.
miles.
0 cold, 72 beautiful.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 0's cold.
Yeah, 0's cold.
Yeah. Like people still say stuff like that. And it's so funny. Like my one friend, Denny, I'm trying to think of what she said the other day. Like she said, yeah, it's this many miles away. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And then she repeated it like slower. And I'm like, no, like, I don't know what that means. Like she just like thought that, I don't know, repeating it slowly was going to make
So
me
if you had to
understand
go
it better, but
run a mile,
have
would you
no
have a good
idea.
feel on what that is?
No.
Really? 4 years isn't enough, I guess. I mean,
If I really wanted to pay attention to it and learn it, I probably could, but I just haven't like actually thought about it. Like even my car is in kilometers. So I don't know. I
we
feel like
got
that's
this one. I might
easier.
not fully understand. From Kmart Steve says, "Are you disappointed that malt vinegar isn't a standard condiment in the U.S.? What is malt vinegar?"
Um, I mean, it's just like vinegar basically. Like,
And that's a thing in Canada.
yeah, it's more common for sure. I like vinegar on fries.
Ugh.
I know it sounds bad, but it's good. Or like poutine. Like you put some vinegar in it, it's so good. But poutine's not as common here either.
No, I was just gonna ask you, what is poutine?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
really. I
my
don't know what
gosh.
poutine is. It like a
Canadian staple. It's fries with gravy and cheese curds. It sounds gross, but it's amazing.
we do grosser things over here. That sounds all right, actually.
They have it
The
at
vinegar's
Lead
throwing me
Belly,
off though.
too.
I would not want to throw vinegar on it. Does it taste like vinegar, or is it got?
It kind of like, I don't know. I like it. I mean, I think it depends what you like. Like, I really like mustard and pickles and like that kind of stuff. So I feel like that's fine.
Okay,
for
so
me,
I'm
'cause
out on
it's
it.
similar.
Sounds not great. Give me some things that the U.S. like we're missing out,
Ooh. Okay.
or vice versa, that you would say Canada, you need to fix this.
I feel like ketchup chips is like another Canadian staple. It sounds kind of gross and everyone always says that, but it's really good. All dressed chips is another flavor and they're starting to sell them at Hy-Vee. So if you're interested in trying them, they started selling them there. They're not the same.
What are all dress chips?
all dressed, all flavors together. I don't know.
Okay.
But they're really good.
So you got 2 chips varieties.
Chips is a big one.
Canada.
It's because I always bring those when I come back for my friends. They have, okay, this is very specific, but they got a certain brand of beans, like breakfast beans, like baked beans kind of, and they're
Mhm.
really good for breakfast, and they don't have them here.
So far, I'm not gonna lie. You're not selling me on
I know, I'm
Canada. You
trying to
got all
think-
dressed chips, ketchup chips, and
beans,
some beans.
poutine, which is
Poutine,
really
this
good.
sounds all right.
They have it
Poutine
at Lead
sounds good.
Belly.
I need to go to Lead Belly and try that.
It's
then.
not the same, but it's
Without
probably
the vinegar.
closest. Yeah. I mean, that one's, I think that's more of a French thing. Like, that's something that, like, they do more in Quebec. I'm trying to think of what else.
Doesn't even
I
have
feel
to be
like I'm
food.
letting down the country here. Oh, there's candy that I really like. It's called Fuzzy Peaches, and it's kind of like the peach rings.
Yeah, those are classic.
Yeah, they have those, but the brand is really good. I know they got different kinds of chocolate brands as well.
Your chocolate's probably better. Our chocolate, I don't know if it's just me, but the older I get, the more the candy in the U.S. sucks.
Yeah.
Does not even
I
the
was
cosmic brownies. They taste terrible now. I used to
don't know
love
if
those
I've
growing
ever
up.
had that.
You maybe you're not missing out. Either the recipe changed or like when you're 13 years old, straight sugar is good.
I did notice that about chocolate though. Like usually I would love eating chocolate, but I feel like now I enjoy more like the salty like.
Real quick, we do got Ben. He's very curious. He says, "Explain the breakfast beans real quick before I get to the gas station and have to shut his car off."
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I think this is more of like a British thing. So Canada's part of the Commonwealth, which is kind of associated with that.
Mhm.
And like breakfast beans is like a very British thing, but we have that. I don't know, at least my family has it. And it's literally just like baked beans. It's called, the brand is Heinz, which I think you guys have the Heinz
We have
brand,
Heinz, yeah.
But they don't have the beans here.
We have the Heinz ketchup.
Yeah. And it's literally just baked beans. I don't know.
Okay.
You just put, I just open the can, I put the beans in the pot, I stir it until they're hot, and then I eat them.
But they're breakfast beans.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably not eat them for breakfast, but
But why you guys focus on them for? I don't know. Fair
I
enough.
don't know.
You guys just have
Usually,
beans
like,
for breakfast. I
yeah,
guess. I don't
it
know.
would be like eggs, bacon,
And
beans, toast. Another one, a British thing. I used to room with a girl from England, and she used to have beans on toast. That was a big thing.
All right. Well, Ben sold. He says I'll try beans for breakfast now. He says
Yeah.
he loves baked beans. So there you
Yeah.
go. Maybe
It's
incorporate
good.
it into the diet.
Yeah, it's really good with eggs. And yeah, just like breakfast foods. I don't know. I haven't eaten them not for breakfast. So
I can see it. I just never would think beans in the morning.
yeah, I guess that is kind of odd now that you say that.
Like
but
in the
it's just
U.S., I
something-
don't see it,
Yeah,
but maybe in Canada.
yeah, definitely.
It does feel like a
breakfast
very
places-
European thing.
Yeah, it is very European.
Mhm.
When I would compete internationally, that was a big thing, especially in like England or like France. They definitely had that. Yeah, I never really realized that it's not.
All right.
something common.
Anything else that the great country of Canada has to offer? You are swaying some people, though. I mean, apparently the beans are a thing that we're missing out on.
Try the beans. Go to Hy-Vee. Get the all dressed chips. They're good. Yeah, I
Okay,
don't know.
so chips, beans.
I'm trying to think of anything.
Anything like that's not food related that just drives you nuts in the US, even if it's like road stuff.
People here use their phones a lot when they drive.
Yeah, that part sucks. It scares
That's
me.
Crazy. Like that's really less common. Like I wouldn't say that it doesn't happen, but a lot less common back home. And a lot of my friends that come to visit or just Canadians around here tell me that they're like, it's crazy.
Well,
like I look over, someone's turning, but they're fully like 2 hands on their phone. I'm like, what is going on?
it is, for everyone's sake, and I know DP's sake. DP's like been in like 2 close calls where like people because DP walks, he enjoys walking around
That's
downtown,
right, yeah.
so he's not too far away, and especially in that Haymarket area where those
Yeah.
4-way stop signs are, like you're at a 4-way stop, like why are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Like just slowly rolling through. So luckily he hasn't been anything major, but I know he's had at least a couple of hip checks where
Oh my gosh.
people just aren't paying attention. So yeah, that's a great one. Stay off your phone. Do you guys have massive what would you call it? Like we always have deer on the highways, especially here in Nebraska.
Okay.
Like if I go back home, people are smoking deers all the time on the highway, and they're just the worst at getting off the road. And there's so many at certain points of the year. You guys run anything like that?
It's
Or were you
probably
in too
pretty
much of
similar.
a-
My area would be more like deer, but up north where my grandparents live,
Did you
like way up
go
north.
hunting or anything? Sorry to go
I
off
personally
tangent.
don't,
Yeah.
but my family, like my dad and my grandpa and my cousin, like they do.
Okay.
I've never done that.
It feels like Canada would be a lot of
Yes.
fun.
Yeah. I've heard it is. But up north, they got like bears and moose and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know if I'd go far enough to go hunt bears.
Yeah. No, me neither.
Do you never, but no interest in the hunting?
I think, okay, this is embarrassing but funny. I'm very like empathetic, I guess is the way to put it.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I used to literally, when I was little, I used to have a pet fish, okay? And my dad, and like they told me that, and I remember doing this. We would have fish for dinner, and I would literally cry and be like, I can't, like, I have a pet fish. I can't eat the fish. Like, I was so dramatic about it. And I was like little, but I just think that's really funny, but also like embarrassing. That is something that I would do. I would literally like throw a fit at the table. Like, I can't, my pet fish, like, I can't be doing this.
You
This
thought
is
the
not
fish would
right.
look at you differently if you ate that fish? Or I guess you're just good soul.
It was a
We'll say
beta
that.
fish, and we were eating like like real fish that you would eat for dinner. But yeah, that's kind of embarrassing, but I think it is funny.
It is funny. We got to learn some things about the great country of Canada.
Oh yeah.
You guys have some unique chip flavors, some good baked beans, and then you had a soft spot for fish. At what age were you like it? I'll have some fish, and then we'll throw it to break.
Probably a couple years ago.
Really?
I just don't love it either. Like, I think it's just like the taste thing as well. But I think it's really funny that when I was little, it was because of my pet. But I have a pet fish now too.
All right, we're learning
Beta.
new things about Emma Spence. We got to throw it to break though. Don't go anywhere. We got 2 more segments on the other side. Beyond the routine. We'll talk to you then.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning the ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention the ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids. First, I hold my hands out like they're on a steering wheel. Then I look over my shoulder. Next, I put it in reverse. Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor. We want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says, it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Back to Beyond the Routine with Spence on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beyond the Routine. I'm your host, Emma Spence. And guys, you'll never believe who just walked in. I now have a guest. Welcome to the show, Ashley Mitchell.
Hello again, guys.
So, Ashley, how are you?
I'm doing fabulous. I'm happy to be back on the show. I missed you, Emma.
I know. Did we see each other last night?
We ate dinner together yesterday.
All good. All good. Yeah, she said, I texted her because Ashley, actually, we'll talk about this, has her own show now. She
Woo-hoo!
goes after me 7 to 8. And we called earlier and she's like, do you know who you're having on? I was like, no, I actually forgot to ask someone. So she's like, hey, like, I'll just come early. I'll come on your show for a little bit and we'll just chat. So we thought it'd be really funny if she like walked in like in the middle.
Very
And,
SNL.
like, yeah, very like talk show. And I could just be like, guys, look who just walked in. Everyone give it up for Ashley Mitchell. But I wasn't that creative in the moment.
I think it was a perfect intro. And I'm so happy to be here. I did not want to do homework. So this was a great excuse.
Perfect. I'm so glad I could help. So what has your day been like?
Okay, well, great question. Today I was at school today, law school. So if you guys don't know, I am currently in law school. I had contracts and criminal law today. So it was really great. Lots of reading, and I was like definitely feeling overwhelmed towards the end of it, but it was fun. And honestly, I feel like I've done a lot better with like balancing friends and school lately. So bringing that back in, Spency and I got dinner together yesterday. We went to Blue and we got some sushi, but it was really fun. Spence, last time we talked, I think I remember you said that you were trying to like work around that a little bit better, like work around hanging out with friends a little bit more and being more well-rounded. How's that going?
You know, it's going. Honestly, I feel like it's going pretty well. And like that's something that, yeah, I'm definitely still working on, that like work-life balance. And I think it's so interesting because, okay, so if you don't know, Ashley was on the cheer team.
Mhm.
I was on the gym team. And I feel like when I was in like that sport mode, I guess, that was like my whole life. And it feels like now that I retired from gym, I feel like work is supposed to like fill that. But like it's not. Like it's not to the same level as gymnastics was. Like I don't need to be thinking about it 24/7, like all that.
That's good.
And I feel like that adjustment's been very different because I definitely am right now because I feel like I'm just replacing it, but I need to like, I guess, change that. It's gotten better for sure, but like still sometimes I'll catch myself at like 9:30 p.m. like thinking about, okay, what am I gonna do tomorrow? Like just like thinking so much more than I probably should about it.
Yeah.
Or probably like in a healthy way. I don't know, but I'm still trying to figure out that balance because it is my first big girl job. So,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's actually really funny. I feel the same way with law school. Like I feel like I have been replacing cheer and like all these extra things I used to do with school because that's truly like school and this is like all I do right now. And I find myself like hyper focusing
Yeah.
on these things like school specifically, and I'm doing it until 8 or 9 p.m. and I'm like, whoa, that is not well rounded. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even healthy. Like, you have to set boundaries, I feel like, with
Mhm.
yourself. But that's something we're working on. Harrison, I gotta ask you.
Mhm.
You're a big boy now.
Something like that.
How do you find that balance?
For me, it's staying close to people back home really helps. I don't know. For me, just going back home to my roots, which easier said than done for me.
Mhm.
Going to Canada might be a little bit tougher for your
Yeah.
stance, but usually just relying on the people I grew up with a lot of great friends. So that usually keeps me in check. And I like to think I don't have too much of an ego problem. So
No, that's a good point because every Sunday, okay, so every Tuesday I FaceTime my parents, but every Sunday, usually I do at least like 2 to 3 different FaceTime calls, like with my grandparents. I think this weekend was my grandparents, my sister, and then one of my other friends from back home. And it was like about an hour each. So like staying connected to those people I find has been super helpful as well. And then our group,
Yeah.
hanging out with you guys is so great.
Very spazzy, very spontaneous. I think we want to do a Halloween movie night coming up. I don't think we texted in the group chat yet about that, but
Yes.
we were thinking about that as well. But yeah, actually, I agree with you. Staying in touch with family is so important. And it's nice that we do have like the technology to stay in touch, but
For sure.
it's also like, is it ever hard being away from family, or do you think those FaceTimes like do justice?
Okay, when I first moved out to Nebraska, I felt like it was almost harder
Mhm.
to FaceTime them because it just made me realize how much I was missing out on. And that made me almost more sad. But now that I've been doing it for the last few years, it's a lot easier. And now none of my sisters live at home. So everyone's kind of on
Mm.
their own. So that's like the best way for all of us to connect and get together. And it's become a lot more normal. And then same thing with my grandparents. I had to like we basically taught them how to do it. And oh my gosh, guys, this is so crazy. My grandma downloaded Snapchat and added a bunch of my friends on Snapchat, and she didn't even know. So I FaceTimed her on the weekend, and I was like, "Girl,
Gam, no."
I was like, "You like a bunch of my friends said that you added them on Snapchat." She's like, "No, I didn't." I was like, "Let me see your screen."
No
She added a
way.
bunch, and she's been like texting people she didn't know. She didn't know she was texting them. I was like, "Oh my goodness, you gotta delete the app."
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
you
So,
could meet them
yeah.
halfway and write them letters.
Yeah,
Letters still go a long way.
that's true. No, they're pretty tech savvy. And, like, we did actually, my freshman year, we did go back and forth with letters, like, just for fun. But, yeah, I don't know. Snapchat was just, I think,
Too
too
far.
much, too much. Like, the
Too far.
Facebook she's on Instagram too. Facebook Messenger, text. But then, yeah, when she didn't even add me on Snapchat. That's the thing. I get messages from my friends, like, saying, like, "Who is this?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
You're like, wait, that's my grandma.
Literally. I'm like, did she say anything?" They're like, "No, I didn't add her back. I didn't know who it was." I'm like,
That's a scam artist. Just ignore it.
yeah. So that was crazy.
This is super random too, totally off topic. But have you found that since you've left home and now that your siblings have too, has your house gotten good snacks again? Because as soon as I left home, my house started getting good snacks, and I was severely upset about that.
So I haven't been home. So my youngest sister just moved out for university about a month ago. So I haven't been home since that. But even when I moved out here and I would go back, when it was just the youngest living at the house, yes.
Dude.
When it was just her, like that girl is, yeah, she can get anything she wants.
What's the go-to snack?
My go-to snack, I'm a big fan of cheese and crackers. And it's so
Ooh.
basic, but I love cheese and crackers.
What kind of cheese?
Okay, we call it marble cheese. You guys call it Kobe Jack.
Ooh, that's some good
I
stuff.
feel like marble cheese just sounds more fun.
It does.
It's like marble.
Colby Jack kind of sounds like a southern thing, like Colby Jack.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, what about you? What's your favorite snack?
This is so fun.
I know. People driving right now are probably like, "What the heck?"
They were interested before. I don't know if you heard the first segment, but I was curious
Yeah,
about the snacks because
it was good.
ketchup,
True.
chips, all dressing chips, and baked beans.
Oh yeah. Gosh, what is my favorite snack? Okay, actually, throwback. I haven't had baked beans in a while. Those were like one of my favorite things.
Okay, so you know what it is.
I love baked beans and a little like bacon in the middle, like or like in the beans. Like
Yeah.
I would always take that bacon. I was a big bacon girl. My current actually like great point. I think my favorite snack is like cheese and crackers too.
It's so good.
I'm a huge cheese girl.
Yeah. What's your favorite cheese?
Anything from Trader Joe's. To be
I
honest,
love
like,
Trader Joe's.
Pick out whatever. We were talking yesterday, actually. This is so funny. At dinner, we were like, okay, what food would you be? Spence, what food were you? We were talking about breakfast foods. I think
French toast.
She was
They said
French
it was
toast.
French toast.
French Canadian toast. So if you are listening right now and you can't imagine what Spence looks like, she would look like French Canadian toast.
What did you get for your breakfast? Forget. Were you pancakes?
What was I? Harrison, what would I be?
Something southern. Grits?
True. Biscuits and gravy.
True.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, sometimes I remember when I moved here in like 8th grade, I did have like a slight southern twinge, twang. I don't know. Whatever. I had like a slight southern accent. And I remember that like I made a decision the day before school. I was like, I could really like go full out with a southern accent and like play along with it. Or I could like choose to just be normal. And I was like about like 20 seconds away from school, the first day of school. I was like, okay, I can't do this. I can't do a fake southern accent. But I always think about it when I go to new places. I'm like, all right, you could definitely do a fake southern accent and nobody would know. And then just switch it off one day and like act like nothing ever happened. Like, could you imagine if I just met you and I was like, hi, Emma, how are you? And then like a week later, I'm like, what's up, dude?
Yeah. No, you know what? We're about to head to break. Stay tuned, guys. There might be a southern accent coming up.
Howdy.
Knows we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs have been an trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Back to Beyond the Routine with Spence on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Welcome back to Beyond the Routine. I'm your host, Emma Spence, with surprise guest, Ashley Mitchell.
Howdy. So I believe that Emma Spence has some really special news right now.
So
I'm sorry, I'm messing.
No. Please keep it up. This is funny. So I'm actually going to Canada next weekend, which I'm really looking forward to. The event that I'm going to be at is called the Athletes Can Forum, and that is in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. If you've never been there, it's probably one of the prettiest places in Canada. It's got the mountains, the lakes, all that good stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'll try and get some touring in, but basically what it is every athlete rep from every sport in Canada is going to be getting together, and we're just going to be discussing sport in Canada. So basically things that could be improved on, things that are going well, and kind of just, we do this every year. Like all the reps get together and we just kind of talk about, sport in Canada. There's also going to be the Canadian Sports Awards. So that's going to be really cool to be part of. And something that's really cool about it is that it's a lot of Olympians getting together.
Yes.
Like usually the athlete reps are Olympians or like high level athletes from all the different sports. So I think it's always really cool to get to see all the other Olympians, and I fangirl a little bit, not gonna lie. Like there's been times where I'm like, hey, can I get a picture with you? Like it's just super cool, such a good environment. So I'll be there for a couple days, and
How did you get involved in that?
Yeah, so I'm the athlete rep at Gymnastics Canada still. Even that, I started that when I retired. So I've been in that position for about a year now. And I don't know. I thought it would be cool to be able to give back and support the athletes, even though I'm no longer competing. So I'm their voice in all the meetings and important team selections, all that kind of stuff. And then they had this event and they asked me, this was like months ago. They asked if I want to be on it or go to the event. And I was like, yeah, for sure. So
That's
I'm going.
so cool.
I'm
Is your
really looking forward to it.
Paralympic friend?
Yes.
Is he going to be there?
Yes. Greg
So
Stewart,
cool.
if you don't know of him, he's really cool. He's going to be there. I actually had a show with him last year. He's 2-time Paralympic gold medalist in shot put for Canada. And he's one of the reps there too. So it's going to be really cool. I usually meet some really good people. And it's always nice to go back home for a couple of days.
That's so sweet. Anything else big on the bucket list when you're home?
Well, so I'm actually not going home. That's the thing. It's the other side of the country from my home, but it'll be all good. Catch up with some friends. Hopefully do a little bit of touring. They got some really nice hikes and stuff out there. So, yeah.
That's fun. How far is it from your home?
Ooh. So, okay. In American explanation, I live above Pennsylvania, like Michigan area. And where I'm going is above Montana.
Whoa.
So it's far.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like total different terrain too, right?
Yes. Very different.
Dang.
I don't got any mountains or anything near where I'm from.
I don't got any mountains.
See, sometimes I say things kind of American. And it's when I say stuff like that people call me out.
She's working on her American accent. She will be tuning back in next week with a Southern accent.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But anyways, that's a wrap on tonight's show. You are listening to Beyond the Routine with Emma Spence and Ashley Mitchell.